Borders Pacific Northwest. We thought we'd give you kind of an update on what's going on with the Japanese import business. So thought we would interview Tony about the process. So what happened leading up to actually picking up the Mini Pajero? What are the steps you had to go through first to prepare?
Of course, we hired an import agent out of Gig Harbor, so that was close to Tacoma. She specializes in helping individuals like us and small businesses import vehicles from anywhere. I assume she could help with Europe and stuff, but it's mostly the customs portion of dealing with customs, dealing with the port, dealing with shipping lines. There's some paperwork that needs to be done before ship sails for its final destination of America. And there's some notifications you have to send saying, hey, this product is coming from this location on this ship, should arrive on this day, and here's the product, and here's who it's bound for, like us.
So one of the things I remember we had kind of a hiccup is the bill of lading, right? It had to be in English and Japanese.
Right, so the import documentation that basically shows the owner of the vehicle has now given up rights to that vehicle, and the translation into English that says, hey, Tony and Lori are the new owners. The business is selling this product, the vehicle, to Tony and Lori, and here's the Japanese and English translations of the original documents that will be sent to you via DHL.
And we had a hiccup. So you sent that information to our agent, right? Mm-hmm. And she's like, this is not fully translated. So we were panicking a bit, and we had to hire a local translator to finish translating the document.
We had to hire a language company that would translate the document and then notarize it for us to make it legal in the customs eyes, to say this document is legal and true, and then done in English.
So clearly there's a lot of paperwork steps. I was starting to document this process because of course I want to know how to do it too. Tony knows everything in his brain right now, and Lori wants to know that too. So what other hiccups that you can think of before it came? I know we're dealing with another import company on some other key trucks, which we'll talk about later, and a bongo truck in another video. And we were having trouble getting it within a timely fashion so we don't get fined from customs, right? So can you talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, again, that goes back to the very first part is if you bought something and you paid for it and the exporter is getting ready to ship it, you have to have the bill of lading, the ship's name, the bill of lading number and the ship's name to file the customs paperwork before the ship sets sail. So that was something that was missed recently. If you do it late, you could incur a $5,000 fine.
Which would be bad.
Right, but ultimately, yeah, you need to follow the rules. Most of the rules, what we did find is our ship was leaving Japan and going to another port in Japan. So it wasn't quite bound for America yet. And that was our saving grace, I guess, to call it. That it was going to a different port in Japan before it ultimately sailed for America. So our filing of our paperwork was done correctly because the ship had not left for America.
Yeah, but we still had to, you know, kind of stay on our exporter and make sure they understand the severity of what happens if it's not done on time. So that was kind of hard to get the point across with the translation.
Right, yeah, they kept saying, oh, we do this all the time, we do this all the time. Well, if you do it all the time, then you should have known that we have to file this paperwork, so.
Yeah. So overall, would you say the learning process was fun? What was the funnest part? Like looking for actual cars, good deals, or understanding how everything worked?
Yeah, shopping is the more fun part, of course. Trying to be confident, you need to be confident that whoever you're dealing with is a competent person, and you know that you're sending money to the right people. Of course, you don't want to be scammed.
Yeah, yeah.
So just suss them out. Look for referrals. I've certainly been a referral a few times now.
And we've gotten referrals. We've talked to actual people.
Yeah,
yeah.
I have
in the U.S.
Yeah, so I have talked to people that's saying, hey, you know, this company is good, this importer is good, or this agent is good. Yeah, so just do your homework. Don't send money blindly to someone on WhatsApp.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Okay, thanks. More questions in a bit.
Mini Pajero has arrived. They just pulled it up and the guy opened the door and walked away. I'm all, thanks. He's all, yep, you're welcome. And then he just walked away and got in another car and drove off like it was no big deal. Left it running for us, so that was nice. Reese is checking it out, making sure it's good enough to go on the trailer. And then we'll get it loaded. We'll see you on the other side. Alright everybody, we got it on the trailer, but man, it's a skinny little thing. We didn't have much room. I'd say the tires were only on these ramps maybe about 3 inches on each side. So you can see it's pretty skinny. Okay, we're all strapped down, safe and sound. And we'll hit the road.
Hi guys. Wow, it's smaller than I thought it would be. Are those all the straps that you bought?
Just these two. That one came.
Oh, okay.
So the trailer comes with the front ones.
So do you think a bongo truck will fit on there?
Yeah. Yeah, this would be the skinniest thing I've ever put on here.
What about 2 key trucks?
You can't fit 2, not on one trailer.
Oh, okay. You have to have 2.
Yep.
You guys look like you know what you're doing. I'm like, you're going to the wrong side. Just kidding.
Pretty much straight back. Oh, yes, it did.
Oh, the battery's dead. Of course it is.
They must have. Hold on. We get the pack. Yeah.
Hopefully no one needs to back out while we're here.
Yeah. Here we go. They say to give it 5 minutes. So.
5 minutes.
Yeah, you might want to pause.
All right. Definitely needs some cleaning up in here, huh? But the seats look pretty good. I'm surprised. Like, I don't see any stains, really. What's this little tray thing over here?
Yeah, that was on the seat.
Yeah. Just needs a good cleaning, I guess. Maybe it's your Syntec that's not working.
Possible.
What about regular jumper cables?
Try now.
What did you do?
It's not been a good ground.
Oh, okay. You gonna close the top?
Straight. I kind of kicked them in a little bit. So. Definitely keep it real straight.
What happened?
So take it around the block.
Oh. Oh, I want to go. Nice. Ooh, nice little duct tape action going there. All right. Okay, this is weird that I'm not on the driver's side.
See you.
Bye.
Steering's good.
It sounds good. It's pretty quiet, actually. It's got the old man things here. So we're gonna park it in the garage, do a little work and clean up on it. It definitely sounds like a lawnmower battery. A little fading on the hood, not too bad. The top has some fading on it. Oh, so these fold down, right? Yeah. Oh, I see. If that wasn't there. gas is in it?
It's empty, so.
Yeah. So do you think they jumped it in order to drive it out? They had to have, right?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
And does your key fit the spare tire over here? There's a key lock on it.
Oh, I hope so. I don't know.
Yep. That tire looks all right, actually.
Yeah.
It looks like it was sitting outside, like there's pine needles and stuff inside. Okay, Tony, so let's talk about the process with picking up the Mini Pajero. So we just got it yesterday. You went with Reese, our almost son-in-law, and he got up early at 6 a.m. and you guys hit the road. So kind of describe the process from when you got to the port.
Right. So we weren't sure if the vehicle was roadworthy or not. I know the tires are pretty dried out and probably couldn't make the trip down from Tacoma to Portland. So we opted to get a U-Haul trailer. We pulled the trailer up and the port opens at 8, I believe. We got there at 9.
Real quick, before you get going, what are some of the things you had to purchase in order to get ready to pick up the car? Because I know we went to Harbor Freight and got a few things, so talk me through that in order to be prepared.
Right, so we got a jump pack from Harbor Freight, which is just a battery operated device that has jumper cables on it, so in case your battery is dead, of which it will almost certainly be dead. A gallon of gas, fresh gas, just in case that they've run it out at the port. They only ship it with just a little bit to maintain the, they don't want a whole bunch of vehicles full of fuel to cause fires and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So they put it with a minimal amount in there. You could take tools, of course, and rags and gloves in case you needed to get underneath it to check for leaks or anything like that.
Straps, and you got extra straps.
Yep, extra straps to do the back. A U-Haul trailer will have the front straps, but not the rear axle straps, so we did that. And yeah, just be prepared. Fortunately, they delivered the vehicle to us running outside the gate. But
you had to go back in first, and you have something that's called a Twix card?
I have a TWIC card.
TWIC card.
Transportation worker.
And you got that online, and you had to get a background check, right?
So you do that online at the DHS site. Just search for TWIC, T-W-I-C card, and you can apply as an American citizen. And it only took less than 10 days to get my card, I think.
Yeah, and that means you don't need an escort to go on the ground.
Bring your orange vest and your TWIC card, and you can walk around the port looking for your vehicle, basically, is what they'll allow you to do.
Yeah. So I thought this was funny. So you went back with an agent, right? Who took you back? You just walked back?
Yeah, no,
okay.
No.
So he walked back. Reese had to stay because he didn't have a Twix card, but it took a whole, what, 5 minutes? And then the guy said, go ahead and drive your car and park it back outside. And then
30 minutes or 40 minutes to wait for the vehicle to show up. Just because they were unloading a big old vessel with a bunch of Hyundais inside.
Which were zipping by. You'll probably see that in the
B-roll.
So I
assume the guy that was doing that had to take a little break and then grab our vehicle and bring it to us out front.
And you said he just brought it and said thanks and took off. Like that was it.
Yeah. I just flagged him down saying, hey, that's my car. And he was not looking for proof or nothing.
Yeah.
He knew that I was out there for a reason. So
yeah.
And there was another bunch of people waiting for another vehicle. But,
and then once you got it on, you guys headed home. You guys were home by 1:40. They left at 6 in the morning, I guess.
Yeah. So after we got the vehicle, you have to drop by customs, which fortunately for us is very close to the port. So it's an extra 2 miles away from where you pick up your vehicle. You go to customs. They were not busy at the time when I showed up, and show them your paperwork, basically all the original stuff. All the original stuff from Japan, the translated things, the forms about the EPA and the customs, and
they stamped the form so you could register it at the DMV.
Right, he comes out and inspects the VIN of the vehicle you've picked up. So you should have the vehicle with you at the time when you go to customs. and he'll stamp it and say, okay, this is the paperwork that you will use to go to the DMV and get yourself a title and a license plate.
Yeah, very cool. Awesome. Okay, so now our plan is this. I think this is the exciting part. Is we're down in the garage. We're gonna clean it up together. We're gonna vacuum it, clean the inside, and figure out when we want to put it on the market to sell. There's a great Facebook group that we've been dealing with that has some leads on it, but we might want to drive it around a bit. I don't know. We're on the fence on whether to put new tires on it before we sell it.
Yeah.
Because we kind of want to drive it and, I don't know, have fun with it. So,
yeah.
Cool. Thanks, guys.